We have been talking about 5-on-5 power play. Not no success today, or over the weekend. It's only mild success, but the penalty kill. What do you have to say about how well they've been doing over the weekend?
Yeah, Jesse Messier deserves a ton of credit. He runs our penalty kill. I thought he prepared our guys, and they were really dialed in. And I think not to take anything away from our D men, and because I just focus more on the forwards, but I thought guys like Dustin Mans has made a huge impact in our group here in a very short time. Obviously, Josh Boyer, Eddie Matsushima with the short-handed goal, and Connor Lockhart. He's kind of carved out a little niche here as a very good penalty killer. So I think those guys deserve a lot of credit this weekend. And on the flip side, the power play, it's that's on me. We need to be better. I got to come up with some better schemes and maybe some better player alignment because it really could have been the difference, especially in tonight's game. I kind of was kicking myself. We called a timeout there for the 5-on-3. I thought we had some good ideas on that, but at the end of the day, we're a results-based society, and we didn't get it done. And so that's something that, as I said, we got to get back to the drawing board, and I got to just do a better job on that.
Looking forward to Tuesday's game against Cindy. Is there anything that you hope the players take from this weekend that they can apply?
To be honest, it's it's been something like it's obviously been a 3-3. This was a makeup game of a canceled game. We're now at 7-10. I'm not going to think about Tuesday right now, and I know our players aren't. I know they want to get out of this rink. They've really been through it here. I'm really proud of the way they competed, and the wherewithal and the bench energy again was really good tonight. And those are things that are going to carry us forward here more so than systems or structure. But I think for right now, I'm looking forward to spending some time with my wife and just relaxing here. And then tomorrow, we'll be up early and we'll get back at her.
I know you've talked about this ad nauseam throughout the season, but probably one of the hardest working empty net goals I think I've ever seen. And when you look up work ethic in the dictionary, I'm pretty sure Eddie Matsushima's name's in there somewhere. I mean, I know you've commented a lot about him this year, but I'd like another one.
Yeah, again, as soon as you start talking about Eddie, I think about in the summer when we, with Dan, myself, and Jesse, were trying to create a vision for this organization, and then trying to choose a leader that would embody or encapsulate everything that we wanted this organization to be about. It was a very short list, and as we kind of went through it and saw which players were going to be available and started talking to players, and I mean, in the end, there was no other choice. There was no other choice. If he would have said no, I don't know what I would have done at that point, because there was literally no one else standing. So, me as a coach in this league, as a first-time head coach, and then obviously as our inaugural inaugural season as an expansion organization, we cannot be any luckier that Eddie Matsushima decided to play here, to choose Bloomington as his city of choice. And I can't say enough positive things about him and what he does, and not only on the ice. It's the stuff that he does away from the rink. He sets our culture, he sets our work ethic, he does a ton of things, and I'm truly fortunate to have him here.
You've seen him from afar. You've never seen him in your locker room. Has he exceeded your expectations, or are you dead on with what you knew you were going to get?
Well, again, I think when we started talking in the summer, you try and ask probing questions, and it became really, really evident very quickly that this was somebody that was very similar to myself. And as a leader, that's or as a coach and put in this position, you want somebody that is going to be very similar to your morals and your values, and the things that you hold in high regard. And again, I actually, those were my words that I said to him. I said, you're me and I'm you. This is somebody that nothing's been given to this guy. He's had to work. He came from a Division III program. He had to claw his way into the SPHL. He had to work his way out of the SPHL. He had to work himself into the ECHL. He then became a star in the ECHL, and then last year he got 2 games in the American League. I mean, it's you can look through elite prospects and find very few people in the history of hockey that have been able to do that. And so for when we looked at that and we took that into consideration, I mean, you're dealing with a very special individual, But I guess the very short answer or the very long answer to your short question is he has exceeded our expectations. Just the daily commitment to craft, him wanting to get better, how he interacts with the players, how he interacts with the coaches. He's the man. He's just the man.
Well, lastly, Yaniv Peretz is now taking the throne on the goaltending workload. And again, another guy who has gone above and beyond with great work ethic. Just some comments about him.
Yeah, as soon as I said, Eddie's the man, Yanni's the man. I mean, it's we were very blessed here, and obviously we didn't have him here for too long, but when we had Mark Sinclair and Yanni here, I mean, they, in my opinion, and not to take anything away from any of the goalies we've had here or Casimir, but, in my humble opinion, I thought they were the two best at this level. Now obviously Yanni's getting a little bit more runway with Mark going to Finland, and we're happy for Mark. And he's just so dialed in. And again, you talk about somebody whose commitment to craft, his dedication to the details. I mean, this individual is just highly motivated and incredibly focused on what he's doing, and he's just a pleasure to be around. And I do need, in the same breath, I do have to mention Cass. I thought he had a great second start yesterday. I thought he gave us an opportunity to win. He really battled in there, and again, so we feel very comfortable with the two goalies that we have right now in Bloomington.
Good. All right. Thanks, Coach.